These are the championship finals of the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships. Rob Sherrill, Bob Ferraro bringing you the action. And at 140 pounds, Joe Priveitere of Binghamton, New York, and Johnson City High School against Russell Brunson from Utah, Hillcrest High School in Midvale. The third of 4 Utah finalists here in the championships. Joe Priveitere of Johnson City, New York, one of the wrestlers who might not have been here a couple of years ago, Ed. 4th in the state tournament this year. We expanded the tournament to top 4 to several states, New York being one of them. And Priveitiere's had a great tournament here, and he's in the finals.
Just shows you how in all the tournaments, Rob, about the top 6, top 8 are maybe a point apart at the most. You wrestle this tournament again next weekend, we may have a whole shuffle of positions.
Russell Brunson of Midvale, Utah, Hillcrest High School. Also came up a little short in the state tournament this year, finishing 3rd. He was a state champion as a junior. Now Priveitere with the double underhook, looking for some upper body action. The head and arm lockup, but Brunson won't have anything to do with it, and they go off the edge, says Roy Dragon, our official. Minute 5 left here in the first period, and no score yet.
No real commitments yet either, just sparring around once again. Overs and unders. Priveitere basically had a little cement job there, just trying to crank it. Punches behind.
Nice spin behind move by Joe Priveitere, and he breaks Russell Brunson down for the takedown and a 2-0 lead. 35 seconds left to go.
Priveitere heavy up top, went into an immediate spiral, seems to enjoy that. Nothing real fancy. It's kind of what you would do from a front head and arm series. What you're doing is just pulling that arm through and punching across the back. Made it look very easy. Winds up with a 2-point lead.
27 seconds left to go in the first period. 2-0 the lead for Joe Priveitere, Johnson City High School in New York. And talking about Joe Priveitere, he told me this morning that lost in overtime in the finals. Boy, how often in the semifinals? Boy, how often do you see that? Especially in a great loaded state like New York. And then in his 3rd place match, he bit all the way through his lower lip and used up all his blood time and had to injury default to 4th place. So fortunately for him, the rule change as Roy Dragon, our official, issues the stall warning for just hanging on the hands. And 20 seconds left to go. It's a fresh start.
Top man has approximately 5 seconds to attempt to take the man to the mat. Priveitere just kind of let go, thinking he was giving up 2. Brunson had a different idea.
Brunson didn't give up there. He went right in on the legs and scored the reversal. Continuous action there. Closing seconds of the first period, and that'll do it. Russell Brunson finishes on top, and the score's tied 2-2 as we go to the second period. Joe Priveitere with the option, defers, and Brunson will take down.
Yeah, I meant to say Priveitere was like kicking him away to just give him the one and relax for that split second. Brunson just turned and barreled him right over, wound up with the 2-point reversal.
Priveitere with the optional start now tries to hook the outside head and leg combination, but Brunson stands up. And the escape given by Roy Dragon, and Brunson takes his first lead of the match. It's 4-3. 3-2.
Nice. Oh!
Well, Brunson with the shot. Priveitere reverses him to his back. 2-2 given to Priveitere, and now the reversal to Brunson. And what that winds up is a 6-5 advantage for Joe Priveitere as they go off the edge.
You had a 3-time exchange of who had who until the final play. Great flurry right there. Great flurry.
Nice step over by Joe Priveitere. The 2-2 given for the takedown and the near fall and the reversal, then given to Brunson, makes it 6-5. And now Brunson still working on top. Looking for the tilt there. But Priveitere fights it off back to his base. Under a minute left to go here in the second period. Joe Priveitere of Johnson City High School in New York standing up, trying to make it a 2-point advantage.
Oh,
he leads 6-5.
Oh my God.
And the near side cradle by Brunson does not score, but he breaks him back down, and Priveitere is going to have to get it started all over again. 33 seconds left to go in the second period.
Brunson dropped back, pulled that single leg up, and on the blind side, headhunted right to a cradle. Beautiful. I mean, something that it's just got to be a natural thing for you, and he performed beautifully with it. Just lost it in the last seconds.
Now Brunson switching off to a chicken wing on the left side, trying to lock up that far wrist. Priveitere frees the wrist, but Brunson still with the chicken wing. And Priveitere frees from that. And almost a loss of control there, but not given by Roy Dragon. And it remains 6-5. Third period left to go, and we'll have a blood time for Joe Priveitere.
Russell Brunson has used just about everything you can possibly use on top. We saw legs on both sides. We saw an arm bar. We saw a one-on-one. We saw a cradle. Both sides on that. Wow, that's a nice repertoire. When you have all that coming at you, Rob, you got to get busy on the bottom.
Joe Priveitere, a cadet national runner-up in Greco-Roman as a sophomore in high school 2 years ago, and no surprise, you see the upper body offense that he has. But Russell Brunson neutralizing that with his work on the mat on top. Very punishing in that second period.
That's reflected right in the score, 6-5.
A period left to go as they still work on Joe Priveitere. Perhaps that spot on his lip where he bled at the state tournament a couple of weeks ago. Either that or his nose. We can't tell from this angle as you see some of the crowd at the Palumbo Center here. We're right in the middle of the championship round. 14 championship final matches. 14 National High School Championships will be crowned this session. We started with the 692 wrestlers. 14 of them will go home with titles. 6 already have. Who will be the 7th? We'll find out in 2 minutes. Maybe longer, who knows? This is a 1-point match. As Joe Priveitere starts in the bottom, he'll be looking for the escape, trying for a 2-point lead.
Well, just when we thought we saw it all, Brunson drops to an ankle ride and works up. Priveitere felt everything, has the knowledge of what he's got to do to get out of here. He's got to post that hand, get those hips out, and he's got a stall warning with Russell Brunson, who's got the 5 seconds to attempt to take him in the mat.
And as we saw Priveitere in that situation in the second period, Brunson unable to improve his position. He was called for hanging on the hands, and Priveitere almost with a reversal situation to the back, but he'll settle for the 1 point. Loss of control, and it's 7-5.
Both wrestlers change direction very, very well. That's why you see the leans and the almost, and I got him, and right there in that situation, in that flurry.
Good scramble by Priveitere to almost gain a 2-2 situation, and a good scramble himself by Brunson to only give up the loss of control, and now another blood time will be taken here. 7-5, the advantage for Joe Priveitere of Johnson City, New York High School.
1:25 left.
These are the championship finals of the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships from the A.J. Palumbo Center on the campus of Duquesne University here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Rob Sherrill and Ed Ferraro bringing you the action. And there you see the Health South training staff working on Joe Priveitere, who holds a 7-5 lead here as they start on their feet. 1:24 left to go. Brunson with the head and arm counter to the 2-on-1 by Priveitere.
That's without a doubt, Rob, Brunson's thing. Getting that head underneath, getting a deep hook, and going from there. He does have trips. He's got cements. He's got his throw by right there. He's comfortable there.
Trying to drop down to the leg attack and trying to do it again. Under 1 minute to go here in regulation time. And both wrestlers trying to work for the tie-up. Brunson trying to reach underneath. Now Priveitere trying to inside tap. Doesn't work as we tick down to 40 seconds.
Priveitere keeping good control, going with Russians and controlling that elbow. I have a feeling he's controlling that elbow continually to come that way.
And Brunson's got to work some of his own tie-ups here. Only 29 seconds to go as Roy Dragon brings him back to the center for a fresh start. 29 seconds left, 7-5 the lead in favor of the 4th place New York State finisher Joe Priveitere from Johnson City High. Neither of these wrestlers made their high school state final this year, but they both made the national high school final, and one of them will be a national high school champion. And Joe Priveitere in deep on that leg shot. With 7 seconds left to go, and with 6 seconds left, Roy Dragon calls a stalemate at a fresh start. One more chance left for Russell Brunson. Takes a faraway shot, another faraway shot, and that's going to do it. Joe Priveitere, your national high school champion at 140 pounds by a score of 7-5.
What Joe Priveitere demonstrated there was a well-disciplined, well-coached athlete. 15 seconds to go. What does he do? He goes in on a deep single and owns it. Very, very difficult to gather your thoughts, to do something like that. Tremendous.
Second place to Russell Brunson of Utah, the third of our 4 Utah finalists. And here's Billy Baldwin with Joe Priveitere.
So, 4th in New York State. A couple weeks later, you come on to be the national champion. How does that feel?
Oh, no, I think I broke my nose.
Let me take a close look. Yeah, you got a good whack. We're going to have to ice that a little bit for you. Yeah. What'd you catch, an elbow?
Something like that. Rough tournament.
Yeah. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going to go to college and wrestle.
Have you made a decision?
No.
I went to SUNY Binghamton right down the road. You're at Johnson City. I was at Binghamton. Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right.